Welcome to day 3 of this Bloodthirster week, and continuing on now with the 8th edition codex. Chaos Demons passage on Bloodthirsters is different from 5th edition, as it does talk about other types of Bloodthirster. And so here we go. Bloodthirsters, fists of Khorne, drinkers of blood, lords of skulls. The dreaded Bloodthirsters are the most revered and exalted of Khorne's demonic warriors, fiery incarnations of rage and slaughter, created out of the Lord of Battle's infinite anger. These greater demons exist purely for war, their bloodlust extending far beyond mortal reckoning, as they lead the armies of the wrathful god to tear down the bastions of real space. Bloodthirsters are the commanders of Khorne's legions, leading them into battle and unleashing the blood-hungry hordes of their master without mercy or compassion. While there are 8 distinct tiers of Bloodthirster, it would be fatal error to believe that even the lowest standing amongst them are in some way lesser threats. Nothing on the many battlefields of war within the 41st millennium can reach the fury and fighting prowess of any of these greater demons. Each is a force of unstoppable destruction on the battlefield, butchering everything that stands before him. Attempts to parley with such a creature are foolish and futile, for death in the name of Khorne is all a Bloodthirster can offer, and all he desires. Bloodthirsters of unfettered fury. The most numerous of Lord of Skull's great demons are the Bloodthirsters of unfettered fury. In one fist, colossal sulphur-wreathed fiends carry a massive axe of Khorne, which can carve a battle tank in two with a single swing. On the other hand, a Bloodthirster wields a vicious slash of Khorne, immense whips studded with brass spikes. These weapons slice through the air with thunderous crack, breaking necks, entangling limbs, or driving on the bloodletters and flesh hounds around them. Bloodthirsters of insensate rage. Bloodthirsters of insensate rage are the most mindlessly savage of their kind. The fires of Khorne forge fill their chests, stoking their fury to state a apoplexy that renders them utterly incoherent with anger. So great is their ill-fueled strength that these demons are able to heft immense brass axes as tall as a fortress gate, and the cohorts of Khorne are driven into a frenzy in the wake of their furnace-hot fury. The arrival of such entity on the battlefield heralds the coming of the end. Wrath of Khorne Bloodthirsters. Soaring through the skies on vast leathery wings, the Wrath of Khorne Bloodthirsters scour the battlefield for their prey. These arrogant huntsmen are charged by Khorne with a sacred duty, humbling the mightiest heroes of the foe, and butchering them in the name of the Lord of Battle. Breathing jets of hellfire, yielding a blood flail and a monstrous axe of Khorne, there is no greater champion of war. I mean, they all pretty much sound like a muchness, but there is this degrees of anger which fuels each one, which I think is quite interesting and fun way of showing each differed, where one could be more driven and more targeted, have a concentration on a single enemy and go for them, where one can just be a berserker and just charge straight into the enemy with his massive axe. There is a bit more on this page, which I will read now. The Blood Crusade, as the most destructive of all demon incursions in the aftermath of the Great Rift, was undoubtedly the Blood Crusade of Khorne. At the fore of the first invasion wave were Scarbrand, who I spoke about on Tuesday, and Carkex, an exalted Bloodthirster, whose vanguard included 8 Bloodthirsters of each rank beneath him. Entire populations were put to the sword, sacrificed to the eternal glory of Lord of Battle. And I like the fact that they're not actually calling him just Lord of War, it's Lord of Battle, and, it's not just a blood god. They are trying to give him a more tempered name. Not just about blood and skulls, it's about war and more of its facets, which go with the Lord of Battle. And, the tactical side. So, yeah, I like the Bloodthirsters, and that's about it. There is so much to do with Bloodthirsters and Chaos Demons. I didn't think there was this much when I first started this project about the warp on one demon alone, let alone the warp. I knew there's lots on the warp, but on the Bloodthirsters, I didn't think there'd be this much of difference in information amongst the codexes and lore. And it's nice to get an overall view of it. So, if you like this, like, comment and subscribe. As always, ring that notification bell, share about, and the link for Element Games if you want up to 25% off your Warhammer. And Forbidden Planet as well if you like comics as I do. Have a great day.